Today we will start the new chapter, that is chapter 2 of history, socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. So the first topic is the age of social change. In the previous chapter, you read about the political ideas, powerful ideas of freedom and equality that circulated in Europe after the French Revolution. So, in the previous chapter, that is in the French Revolution, we have studied about the different types of ideas of how freedom and equality plays an important role in Europe, and how with the help of these two ideas finally uh, or French got independence from the monarchy system. The French Revolution opened up the possibility of creating a dramatic change in the way in which society was structured. So it was the incident, that is the French Revolution. It plays an important role and it opens the path that how changes can be done in order to structure the society, that means in order to change the society. As you have read, before the 18th century, society was broadly divided into estates and orders, and it was the aristocracy and church which control economic and social power. So, in the French Revolution, we have already studied that the society, especially in the 18th century, it was divided into various estates, and according to that, their functions and their powers were allotted, right? And during those period, that is in the 18th century, aristocracy and the church people, they have the superior power over the economic and social field. Suddenly, after the revolution, it seemed possible to change this. So, once the French Revolution started, finally the path was open, that is to change. To change, the path was started. In many parts of the world, including Europe and Asia, new ideas about individual rights and who controls social power began to be discussed. So, after the French Revolution, in many parts of the world, they started discussing about the new ideas which a individual have. That means the various rights which an individual have, and how the social powers were controlled by the you can say aristocracy and church. In India, Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Dirozio talked of the significance of the French Revolution, and many others debated the ideas of post-revolutionary Europe. So, in different parts of the world, different social reformers, they have expressed their views. Just like in India, Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Dirozio, they have talked about the French Revolution, how the French Revolution had taken place, what are the different types of movements through which the people finally abolished the monarchy system in the France, okay, and how the ideas spread throughout the world. The development in the colonies in turn reshaped these ideas of societal change. So, the development which had taken place in the after the French Revolution, it finally helped in reshaping the society. That means now their main objective was to change the society so that they can move towards the modernization. Not everyone in Europe, however, wanted a complete transformation of society. So, as you can say, after the French Revolution, many people's their ideas, their beliefs change, right? So, in the Europe, many peoples they wanted to transform the society. That means they wanted to move towards the modernization. But there are many people who wanted to keep their culture, their heritage with them, and they no longer wanted to transform their society. Responses varied from those who accepted that some changes was necessary but wished for a gradual shift, to those who wanted to restructure society radically. So slowly and gradually, every people they have shared their views that whether we should accept the some changes in our society or not, or we should change our society or not. Or some people they wanted to keep their culture, their society as same as which they were in the 18th century. Some were conservatives, others were liberals and radicals. So now the thinking of the people according to which they think according to the belief they have, the society was now divided into conservative, liberals and radicals. What did this term really mean in the context of the time? So now we will discuss who were the conservative, liberals and radicals, what were their beliefs and why they were different from each other. What separated these strands of politics and what linked them together? We must remember that these terms do not mean the same thing in all contexts or all at times. So now these societies, as they were moving towards the modernization, now the peoples were grouped into three categories, that is conservative, liberals and radicals, and their beliefs were totally different from each other. We will look briefly at some of the important political traditions of the 19th century and see how they influence change. So now in this chapter we will discuss about some of the important political traditions, especially in the 19th century, and how they change the society. Then we will focus on one historical events in which there was an attempt at a radical transformation of the society. So in this chapter we will discuss about the one historical events through which the whole society was changed. Through the revolution in the Russia, socialism became one of the most significant and powerful ideas to shape society in the 20th century. So with the help of the you can say Russian revolution, the society was changed, okay, and it plays an important role in order to bring more powerful ideas so that they can change or reshape the society in the 20th century.